Welcome to the Schnitzer Master Agency call, guys. This call is brought to you by our leaders. You guys have some incredible leaders on this team. I love showing this page because we have room for more, right? You see all the faces on this screen. All they did was take a simple step. They said, "Hey, I want to build something here. I want to experience the full opportunity at Symmetry, not just a sales career, but building an agency where I can help other people and pour back into other people." So just want to let you guys know there is room on this screen for more of your faces. We actually have a room for a lot more, and we're going to talk about that today for sure. All right, we're going backwards. We're doing good so far, Giovanna. Guys, take a look at this page. I usually skip through this pretty quickly, but I'm full of gratitude today, guys. Like there's so much that went into all the calls that are available on the screen. So much, I would say, failure and struggle that went into creating a call calendar like this. You go back to the page of all your leaders, and I bet you could ask every single one of us what we were missing when we were new. And everything on this calendar probably tackles those things. All right. So plug in. Of course, it'd be hard to make all, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all 8 of these calls. But I know people who do. They're plugged in, they're close to the fire. I want to highlight 2 calls today because we have some really good ones planned. You guys are going to see them here on this calendar. Okay, if you look to Tuesday, the top producer call is highlighted in yellow. And if you look at Thursday, the Be a Better Builder call is highlighted in yellow as well. Okay, these are going to be really, really good calls for anyone who's new who wants to build an agency here with us. If you're experienced and you want to take your game to the next level, well, guess what? We only let top builders and top producers lead those calls. Okay, so you're not going to be hearing from someone who's brand new in their first 6 months. You're going to be hearing from someone who has the smoke of the battle on them, who's been through it, who's made it to a top producer status. And guys, are like, huge, huge, huge thank you for everyone who pours into this schedule. Because not just do we have those 2 calls, but if you'll see everyone's names scattered throughout this dial calendar, we have people that are live dialing in our office almost all hours of the day now. That's incredible. You can pop in there almost any time, turn up your volume on your computer, and listen to someone dial and set appointments and run appointments. So absolutely love this. Yeah, it just keeps getting better and better, guys. We are on the final week for submit business for the month. Last day to submit is on the 25th. Last day to get things issued is the 31st. All right. So keep hustling this week. Get all your business in. Make sure it's in opt. Let's hit those slingshots. Let's hit those comp level promotions. Let's help some families. All right. August 13th through the 15th, we've got our conference coming up. Everyone should know about this already. We're very loud about it because we know how impactful it is. We know how important it is. All right. I will only have to sell you once, and I've sold a couple of you on this. I know that for a fact. I will only have to sell you on it once. Next time you go, you're going to be bringing people with you. They say for every 5 people you bring with you to conference, if you're a builder, okay, can't say the same thing for producers, but if you're a builder, for every 5 people you bring with you to conference, it has the ability to equal $50,000 in passive income for you and your business. How incredible is that? So bring people with you, get signed up. If you want a discount code, why wouldn't you? I love discounts. Come on, let's go. You got $60 off your conference ticket. All you have to do is go to the checkout and enter in one of these codes. Use your closest AO, okay? So if you're in the Granzer base, use Bob's code. If you're in the Mitru base, use Giovanna's code. And then my team, you guys got my code there. And I know my name is spelled wrong. I don't know how to fix that, but that code does work. It does, in fact, work with 2 R's instead of an E. Okay, so you guys can go ahead and take a screenshot of that. Just, speaking from the heart here, if anyone needs help getting a conference or is struggling using the code or just needs to help figuring out details, just call me. Okay. It's honestly my heart to get everyone there that we possibly can. So if you've got questions and need to work out details, if you need a roommate, whatever you need, I'll help connect you. Okay. Everyone who signed up from last week, we had quite a bit. Let's go. So Laura, Risos, I hope I said that right, or Rissos, Sean Sherrill, Ethan Teller, Heather Newcomb just signed up. Dina Payne just signed up. Jeremiah Morales just signed up. and Gina Ferriola. Ferriola. Is that right, Giovanna? Ferriola. You got to say it with an Italian accent. All right. Congrats, guys. You all got signed up. Here's a list of everyone who's going. So excited for that. You guys are all getting invited to a Slack channel for conference. All right. Within that Slack channel, you'll see a schedule here. So I'm not going to spend any time on this screen. I'd love to get through today's topic and get you guys out of here a few days early so that Kate can get us back on the road. We're about 10 minutes away from our cabin right now. So I'm like literally up against a dumpster right now. All right, Macaroon Party of your dreams. We are hosting a party after the main session on Thursday. This is an open forum type of party. You guys can see the time is from 7 to 10 p.m. No, you don't have to stay the whole time. I know some of you are going to go to bed at 9 o'clock that night, and I'm going to tell you, don't do it this time. I'm an 8:30, 9 o'clock person. Ask my West Coast agents. They're like texting me at 6 o'clock their time, and I'm not seeing it till the next day. Okay, they can attest to this. I like to go to bed early, but please stay out, associate, hang out with people from the team. You guys just get a bunch of Celsius drinks and make it through those 3 days without going to bed early. You're going to meet a bunch of people that you build relationships with that last a long time, I promise you. So we're going to have that open event. It's upstairs at Bubba Gump's. We got the whole restaurant rented out, so you guys can come hang out with us. And then the Quility app, I won't spend too much time on this either. We're going to post it in our Slack channel, but you guys can pick out your breakout events, which is going to go down Friday. And we've got new riders from last week. We got a whole grip of them. Shout out. I think Tyler Cardin the bottom, Giovanna? Can't see the full screen here. Tyler Cardin, 117. There we go. 117, one app. No, you're good. You're good. Go back full screen, Giovanna. I can see your desktop. There you go. Go back one slide. There we go. Tyler Cardin, great job. One app, 117. Mark Matrenko, 123, one app. Tiffany Tisdale, shout out. First app on the board, 126 APV. Taylor De Laverne, 246, one app. Matt Robson getting on the board. Congrats, sir. 423, one app. Hannah Henry, two apps, 1298. Daryl Baker, one app, 1438. And Stephanie Wallace, one app, 1607. That's a stud. Hey, you guys remember this group right here. Remember this page. There's a future agency owners on this page, without a doubt. This is like the most fired up I've been in a long time because of the momentum we have with folks on the team and because of some new people that are coming in, like the folks on this screen. Guys, I'm just jacked up. There's definitely future agency owners here and a couple future 130s as well. I can see it for sure. All right, producers from last week, let's give a shout out. You guys leave some love in the comments. I think like sometimes we breeze through these pages and don't realize the consistency that's happening within the top 15, especially in the top 10. We don't realize how much work goes into that. I think if you can take a look at like just maybe how difficult it is when you're brand new and you're like, oh, things aren't working, like, and then you look fast forward to maybe someone who's been here for a year or a year and a half and they're consistently putting up 5K weeks. It's definitely worth it, but I can promise you they need to stay disciplined as well. And they're showing an immense amount of discipline being on these boards every single week. So let's just not breeze through this. I'm going to go through the top 6, starting with Giovanna, who has had family in town for a whole week and still put up $6,400. So congratulations, Giovanna. That's on 4 applications. Great work. Seeing the top 6 all above 5K is a really cool thing. Eleanor McNamara, if you missed her top producer call from last week, it's probably one of the best sales calls I've ever heard. And I posted it in Slack. It's also available in the bookmarks channel, but it was just so good. And it hit right home for pretty much any stage of the game that you're at, because she talked about the thing that mattered the most. Okay, so go check that call out. She did an excellent job. I threw down one app. This was a big one, so I didn't help a bunch of people. It was just a big app. So that's awesome. That's fun. Rod had a crazy week last week. Rod threw down 8241, 5 apps for my dude. Great job, Rod. I was hoping you would be like first place with that, but sorry, man. We got some killers on the team, bro. You got to hustle it with that week. You run it up. Miriama Noah, incredible for 2 apps, 9240. Those are some really large applications. And then Sarah Hadley, come on. 14-4 in a week, dude. And you've been like consistently putting up these larger numbers and pretending like you're just like on part-time mode right now. It's pretty fun to watch. 3 vacations in the last 2 months, putting up full-time numbers. Can you guys still hear me okay? I think there's a tractor rolling around by me. It's really loud over here. But Sarah, I love that you're doing both right now. And I love this planned season of focus that you're going into, because the consistent good work you've done while spending time with family and while giving back to them, it's going to lead into a season of just absolute harvest for you in production. Because if you would have taken all that time off, it would have felt like a whole year, right? You stayed plugged in, you did what you could when you could, and it's going to lead to some really awesome stuff. So, Sarah, I'm just so proud of you and honored to work with you. Great job. Great job, everyone on the top 20. We've got future owners. We call this Road to Ownership because this is everyone who is building an agency. And if you guys know anything about our vision here, we are committed to helping 100 families hit agency owner and find freedom in this business in the next 5 years. And that's going to take a whole lot of you. Okay. Great job to everyone on this page. This means that you're building a team. You're starting to work towards your levels of promotion. Maybe you've gotten team leader. Maybe you've hit that key leader status, not quite agency owner yet, but you're on your way. We've got Team Robson. I believe that says 552 apps, 2 riders. Great job. Team Greenwood, 2682, 4 apps, 4 riders. Team Temple, 3563, 3 apps, 2 riders. Team Robson, you guys are going to see this Robson name taking over the leaderboards. I promise you. 3622, 4 apps, 3 riders, 3 new riders. This team's going to make the Miller Agency look small. If this is recorded and Ryan, you're listening to this, I respect you and I honor you, sir, but we're coming for you. Team Goldsmith, 11661, 14 apps, 5 riders. Team Savelier, love you guys, 15 grand, 10 apps, 3 riders. Team Neil, look at that smile, always brightening up the room, 19,000, 21 apps, 7 riders. Team Bradford is on the move, guys. This is insane. Team Bradford's moving. 19,506, 7 apps, 4 riders. He called his shot at the beginning of the month in the accountability group, said they were going to issue 20K and hit month 1 of key leader, while he's hitting month 2 of team leader, which is a really cool shot to call. Team Hadley, 22,000, 17 apps, 4 riders, 2 new riders. And Team Helms, 30,000, 592, 29 apps, 9 riders, 4 new. Let's give some love to these guys. Okay. This is where I'm fueled up in the business right now, is helping elevate this page right here. So you guys are fueling me and I'm excited for all of you. Let's keep it moving here. Agency submit production. Here's how your base shops are doing, guys. Here's how your agency owners are lining up with the other agency owners. We've got a 203,000 in submit so far for the month, 155 families served. 53 of you have written business, and there are 14 new riders. Incredible on the new rider side. I'm very excited for that. Great job so far this month, base shops. And last but not least, oh, we got some prior month recap before Slacker of the week. I was about to shout out Slacker. Okay. Road to SNA. This is a new slide, guys. I didn't even know this was going to be on here. I should have looked at these, Giovanna. I just asked for it and poof, it showed up. Guys, road to SNA. This is sick. Giovanna, you can unmute and talk to me about this. This is really, really cool. So SNA isn't really a company celebrated promotion anymore, but it's near and dear to our hearts. And you guys have all probably got little text messages or emails about it. Go ahead and put in the chat what SNA means. Put the full terminology of it. And if anyone knows what you have to do to hit it, also put that in the chat. So seasoned new agent. I saw you, Daryl Baker. I love seeing someone brand new say that. Daryl Baker just got his first app. He knows what seasoned new agent is. Makes perfect sense. 6 apps in your first 6 weeks, Daryl Baker. Great job. All right. I'm just seeing your name pop up here and I know you're new and I'm actually gunning for you, bro. So I love that you knew that already. We're going to keep track for you guys and cheer you on. This is all this slide is for. We're just going to cheer you on. Okay. So as you guys can see, we've got a whole grip of people at one app, and we're going to keep them on this list through their first 6 weeks. All right, so we've got Cheryl and Daryl and Mark and Matt and Samantha and Shane and Stephanie and Taylor and Tiffany and Tyler and Wiley. You guys are at one app. Hannah and Mason at 2. Tay Cooper at 3. Alan Lane just hit SNA. So, guys, we're going to cheer you on as you run through that, and we're going to celebrate the heck out of you because it's a really cool indicator. If we look back over the history of the Schnitzer agency, how many people made it to their second and third year in the business if they started out with 6 apps in their first 6 weeks. And this doesn't have to be all off leads, guys, because I know getting into opt and getting HQ active and all the things, this could be a mixture of warm market and cold market. This could be a mixture of friends and family and leads that you've purchased. However you get there, it's going to be a really cool testament to just some like a quick start in the business, but also looking back at the end of the year, those that did hit SNA, who's consistently producing 5K weeks from the grit and the follow through that they produced in their first 6. Does that make sense? So I'm excited to see it. Love this page. We can keep going. Slacker of the week, Rodion Sevelier. Unmute for me, my guy.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on, man. I wanted that.
There you are. There you are. I know you want it, man. Hey, I told the leadership team this morning, I said this announcement or award, if you want to call it an award, should be called the Servant Heart Award. If I were to rename it, Slacker of the Week was already a thing that we did with Ashley's agency, so we kind of picked up and parlayed it. But this is really the Servant Heart Award. For those of you who have received it, I absolutely love you guys. You guys are my people. Those that are pouring into others, cheering other people on, pumping people up in Slack. Like, Rod, you do an excellent job of this, and all the leaders are recognizing it, but you didn't just start this week. You've been doing that since you started. You know, the ticket to this thing is serving people and helping people. So from signing up for live dials in the Mac room to just grabbing the open mic whenever it's available to dial for the new agents, to onboarding and training new agents, to offering help to all the people that reach out to you. Because, bro, I know when you catch fire in this business, you got a lot of people reaching out to you. It's just what happens. Okay. And you're always willing to help people. So I'm just super proud of you, man. This is the type of team I want to build, is those who are just super excited to serve. So I hope that people fight for this position. I don't have an algorithm of like how many times you need to comment in Slack to win, but I've noticed that you've been consistently showing up for people. So I'm proud of you, man.
Thanks a lot. Let's go.
Let's go. All right. So today's topic was brought to me by none other than Todd Spivey from last week, guys. I finished that call, and it really just summed up a lot of how I've been feeling about this business recently. Gosh, it was so impactful. I mean, Javon, are you still able to unmute? I'll tag team this a little bit with you. You were on last Monday's call, right?
Absolutely.
Give me a recap of what Todd talked about so I can make sure that hit the same way it did for me.
Todd has the ability to create to paint this vision of where this company's going. And every time he speaks, I don't know, I've always called him the heart of our company, because when he talks, he just brings so much emotion out of me, as far as like, I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. And being at conference is really going to give you that confirmation that this is where you're supposed to be too. And so again, every time he speaks, I just get tears in my eyes, because I know how hard he and Brandon and Casey and Brian Williamson have fought to get where we are today, from the day one of where we started to where we are today, and where we are going to be as far as $1 billion company. And that just always gives me chills and makes the hairs on my arm stand up, because I know that I am going to be part of that, a part of this company's growth, and I am going to bring many, many people with me to be part of that growth, to take that piece of the pie. So Todd just was able to paint that picture for us and help us believe that we are where we're supposed to be.
Yeah, no, I heard that 100% the same way. And like also his level of gratitude, like I was seriously fighting back tears listening to the guy talk about his level of gratitude. He's a salaried employee, but
Yes.
we all pay his salary, right? Every app we sell goes into the profit for the business that ends up paying his salary. And one thing that he said that like really hit home to me was the difference between Symmetry and a lot of like different corporate settings that people come from is that at Symmetry, everyone wants you to get bigger, and the system is actually designed to propel you that way and to support you in that. Where with corporate, it's almost structured to where you need to step on people to get to the next level. We've heard of that ladder, right? You guys have heard of the terminology corporate ladder. So Giovanna, when he was talking about like gratitude for the way this business is set up, not only is our business owned by life insurance agents, okay, they're not just a holding company sitting in a glass tower making decisions for us. It's owned by life insurance agents. Brandon and Casey and Meredith and Brian Pope, incredible group of people, and they have this vision that they're going to make this company a $1 billion company. We're doing about $300 million in premium a year right now. That might be 350 by the end of this year. Right. So incredible opportunity, because that means that includes all of you. Okay, that includes all of you. And guys, this I want to kind of preach this call through the lens of having a servant heart, because not only did Rod get me fired up, but like Shanice and Stephanie and some of the other people that we've had highlighted as Slacker of the Week, Servant Heart of the Week. I know that there's big things in store for them because of their ability to serve. I know that there's big things in store for Brandon and Casey and Meredith and Todd and Brian because of their level of service. That's really cool, guys. That's really cool to work for a company that does that. I feel special. I really do. Like, Brandon and Meredith texting Kate and I the week we got home from the hospital saying, we're congratulations on bringing home a new baby. If you ever need anything, let us know. They've got 5,000 agents. Like, how special is that? I can give you guys stories all day, but I have a topic for you today, okay? So through the heart lens of having a servant heart, and through the heart lens of this vision for the company, I'll now bring you my vision, okay? My vision is to help 100 of you become agency owner in the next 5 years. Giovanna, I can't see how many people are on this call.
73.
73 people, okay? So there's room for you. There's also a room for a few of your friends and family members or people that you recruit through recruiting efforts. But my heart is that we help 100 people become agency owner in the next 5 years. We're going to do that through our core values, okay? Because I don't just want to do things and just get to a certain level or achieve a certain status or help someone get a certain promotion because it's there, right? And the work wasn't done right. Like, oh, we hit the numbers, but we had this and integrity break here and team issue here and culture problem here. Like, I want to do it with excellence. So we're going to talk about some of that excellence today. But today, our topic is there is more for you in this season. There is so much more. If you're taking notes, write down, there is more for me in this season. There is so much more for me. Okay. I see Rod doing jumping jacks right now. I'm not sure how I got you that fired up with the title, but you're going to love this chat, man. Okay. So there's more for me in this season. There is so much more for me. So I'm going to give you guys 4 mores that you have available to you right now. Okay. So you guys can take notes. There's only going to be 4, and then I'm going to let you guys get out of here. Okay. Number 1, there is more, like, speaking about vision and team and opportunity and the founders' hearts, and then my desire for this team to walk in excellence. Okay. That requires all of you. So number 1 point is you're more important to the vision than you possibly know. You're more important to this vision than you possibly know. All right. So when I got recruited by Symmetry, when I started out in this business, I didn't tell people I found Symmetry. I still tell people Symmetry found me. Ashley's husband, Tyler, recruited me for about 3 years to his practice company. I said no for about 3 years. Then he met Ashley, and Ashley started recruiting me to this business. I said no for a year, finally got my license, sat on it for a year, part-time from the sidelines, and then decided eventually after that full year of having a license that I wanted to leave my family business and go full-time here. So I didn't go shopping looking for Symmetry. I was praying for an opportunity like Symmetry. Just taking a view at what this business has to offer and what it's done for my family in the past 4 years. It's an incredible opportunity, not to have a good sales career, but also to build a healthy business with healthy people. It is so important to realize that we're sitting in front of a massive opportunity. All right. And there's more for you, and you're more important to this vision than you'll possibly know. Okay. So I have a feeling some of you have felt called here too. That's why you're here. Okay. You felt a calling towards doing life insurance. You felt a calling towards serving other people. You felt a calling towards coming to this team. Maybe some of you shopped other teams. Maybe some of you started at another practice company. Maybe some of you got recruited by us. However you got here, you've been called to it. Okay. So I want you to position yourself this way. You're a partner of the symmetry vision, but you're also a partner of my vision. Okay, going back to the point, you're more important to the vision than you'll possibly know. So when we talk about doing these like core values with excellence, I want you to feel called higher, not called out. Feel called higher by these values. Okay. Like I said, we're going to help 100 families reach that agency owner status and find freedom. We're going to do that through excellence with our core values of honor, growth, grit, and accountability. Okay. So to cap up this point, there's more growth for you here. There's new levels of grit for you here. There's definitely new levels of accountability here for you. There's levels to that game, guys. There's levels to that game. Okay. And there's new ways for you to show up with honor day in and day out. Okay. You're here for a reason, and it's more than what you see right now. I promise you. I've been a new agent before. I've been in my first year before. This is so much bigger than I could see when I got started. All right. So I want you to just soak that in right now. You're more important to the vision than you possibly know. Number two, there's more impact to be made. More impact to be made. This isn't just I don't want you to look at it like, what can this do for me? All right. All of you are doing this for someone else. You're doing this for your kids. You're doing this for your family. You're doing this for your old boss that said that you can never do blank, blank, right? I want you to think about who you're doing it for. Remember, the heart posture of service that went into this is the heart posture of the people that do well in this business. Okay. So when we think about there's more impact to be made, I'm not talking about impact in your bank account. I'm not talking about that. That's going to come along with it, but you have to serve correctly to get there. The people that are at the 130 level in this business that still have growing businesses. I love how Todd said that last week. Those that are at 130 that are still growing, I guarantee you, they serve more than you ever see on paper. They serve more than you ever see on the leaderboards. It's a day in and day out type of thing. And they don't ask for a pat on the back. They just give. Okay. A lot of people on this team just give and never ask for a pat on the back. You've got qualities of a 130 already. And trust me, 130 is going to be a pretty sweet thing. The income's really good there, I heard. Okay. So there's more impact to be made. First topic here, when you steward the opportunity well, growth happens in your life and business. So it's first understanding that I'm more important to the vision. Then it's understanding that when I steward this well, when I work hard and show up and stay disciplined to the things that I know it takes to be successful, growth happens in your business and in your life. All right. Your main focus is to serve others because that outcome always equals a win. Serving more clients, serving more team members, serving people outside of our direct network. Those relationships always equal a win. Well, I'm going to get very clear on that. All right. So some of you have heard me say before, those who serve the most win the most. I promise you. I promise you. Okay. There's a reason why we're passing some of our competition, and it's looking easy right now. We've got a bunch of people who are willing to serve on this team. All right. I also want to let you know about this season that you're in right now with more impact to be made. It's very uncommon. Okay. This isn't your normal 9-to-5 job. You're not called to do normal 9-to-5 things. There's going to be a lot of things you do in your first couple years of building this business that you don't get paid for. All right. You're building a future for your family or whatever that vision is that you have. Maybe it's more time freedom. Maybe it's more passive income. Maybe it's the ability to travel with your kids. Maybe it's the ability to stay home with your kids. All right. It's uncommon. It's rare air. Not a lot of 9-to-5 jobs would let you choose your own schedule and pick up your kids whenever you want to. Am I correct or am I wrong? Can I get an amen in the comments there? Dude, that's like my favorite part about this career. I wanted to have kids. I got away from the dealership. Just being able to change my son's diaper his whole first year of his life, like I look back in full gratitude. There was a lot of poopy diapers, but I'm so thankful I got to do that. So thankful. I could have missed 17 diapers a day if I was in an office. Okay. So this is an uncommon season that you're in. It's rare air, and most people that you see are here for themselves. All right. Here's my warning for you in this season. If you really do feel called, because believe me, you are, okay, and you're really focused in on this second point, now that you know you're more important to the mission than you can possibly know, you can't get comfortable in this season. You cannot get comfortable. There's major temptation to settle into a culture like this. You just get comfortable. Everyone's nice. Everyone's supportive. Everyone's willing to help if I need it. But you're missing the main point about that. Yes, everyone's willing to help you. They're going to win. When you structure your heart posture to serve others, clients and team members, that's when you win, and you cannot get comfortable not doing that. You can't. Your business will die at the current contract level it's at if you do. I can tell the future. Trust me. I've seen people get stuck at a 120 and never move past that. I've also seen people get stuck at a 90 and never move past that. Okay? There was a quote that was posted. I still remember this. I don't know if it was beaten into my head. My wrestling coach was an ex-Green Beret in high school, and he was just rough with us, okay? He was just rough with us. Like, he would get in on the fight and like jump in, and like the dude knew what he was doing. Okay. He was also a coach for the national team. So I went through the ringer in high school. I was very lucky to do so. My mom was very thankful because I was a little bit of a wild kid, went through wrestling all 4 years in high school. And I got a okay head on my shoulders after that from the discipline that I went through. But there's a quote up on the wall, and we just talked about like not settling in the season. Okay. The quote was, "On the plains of hesitation lie the bodies of countless millions who in the dawn of victory rested, and while resting died." It's a battle quote. On the plains of hesitation lay the bodies of countless millions who in the dawn of victory rested, and while resting they died. Gives me goosebumps, man. I can't slow down in this season from my level of service. Just because I've helped a few people, we need more clients. More people need help. What is Symmetry generating right now? 20 to 30,000 leads a week. More people need our help. There's new agents here. You guys saw everyone who wrote a new app last week. I hope somebody reaches out to them. I know somebody will, because we've got servant hearts on our team. Our job is to keep them here. We need more people helping our clients. This is a sales force. We need more people willing to serve. So don't get comfortable in the season, especially if you're building a team. There's a lot you're going to be doing that you don't get paid for on the P&L, but it shows up later. Okay. I promise you it shows up later. Number 3, we've been entrusted with more. This goes back to the Todd Spivey conversation. We've been entrusted with more. Put a 1 in the chat if you created this opportunity. All right. Maybe that was a trick question. Put a 1 in the chat if you created the Symmetry system. All right. Now we're on the same page. Put a 2 in the chat if you benefit from the Symmetry system. All right, there we go. We're on the same page now. We've been entrusted with more. With great opportunity comes great responsibility. That's a Spider-Man quote, right? Maybe not. Someone help me out here. Is there any Marvel fans? All right, with great opportunity comes great responsibility. You've got a big opportunity in front of you. Not only are you more important to that vision than you know, not only is there more impact to be made than you know right now in your current season, but you're being entrusted with the vehicle that it's going to take to get there. You've got the keys. Okay? Don't leave the keys hanging on the back door or on the wall next to the back door. You got to get in the car, put the keys in ignition, and you've got to drive this thing. Okay. You've got to drive this thing. All right. It's a big opportunity, but it also comes with great responsibility. So in the more season, in the season that you're in right now, because I feel like hopefully we're all in the same mindset that this is a little bit bigger than us. All right. In this more season, it is a requirement for those that have been given the opportunity to stay faithful through it. If you want more, you must remain disciplined. If you want more, you must choose to step into more daily. How you steward this opportunity really does matter. It's your story. It's your story here. You're building your story. What do you want your story to say? Ashley told me that like my very first week. She said, Scott, you're stepping into production right now. You're writing your production story. And you're going to tell you're going to tell hundreds of agents about this someday. You're writing your story right now. All right. So you got to stay faithful in this season. Discipline pays off big time here. Okay. Weeks turn into months, months turn into years, years turn into what is it next? Centuries. All right. Time goes by so quick, especially if you're a parent. The days are long, but the years are short, right? Gosh, the years are so short. Liam's almost 2 right now. I feel like we just had this kid. He's almost 2. Can you believe that, Giovanna? Like yesterday. Yesterday. All right. This business is only 4 years old. Yesterday. All right. So you got to stay faithful through this process. When you lose sight of that, your heart posture changes the other direction. You stop serving as many clients. You stop serving as many team members. You stop reaching out and stepping into that more. All right. Here's the 4th thing and the most important thing. I love this team and I love the culture we're building. All right. 1 through 3. We're going to go back to that here in a second. We can do more together. I'm speaking to all of us. We can do more together. Are you going to plug into the Symmetry system? And are you going to work on purpose with the gift and the opportunity that you've been given? Will we do more together? I guess that's the question that I have for you today. Will we? Will we do more? Okay. I wrote down this quote: because of the way you steward this opportunity and proved yourself through the different levels of your journey and proved to others what's possible, others will be impacted and find themselves growing and impacting as well. Because of your growth and of your generosity to serve and pour back into them. I'll read that one more time. Because of the way that you steward this opportunity and proved yourself through the different levels of your journey and proved to others what's possible, others will be impacted and find themselves growing and impacting as well because of your growth and of your generosity to serve and pour back into them. Okay? You got to understand that you're more important to this vision than you possibly know. Way more important. You got to understand that you have to move. You have to move physically like there's way more impact to be made. That has to be the hunger. And you have to understand that you've been entrusted with something very special here. And it requires faithful discipline. So team, I haven't read the chat at all. I hope that spoke to somebody today. But we're just getting started. This is still a baby agency. We're just getting started. Okay? And we can do way more together than we can do alone. We can do way more. So hope this impacted somebody today. Guys, I'm just super honored to lead this team. What I'm very excited about right now, a couple things. I'm excited for those of you who are brand new and just coming into this team. Okay. I think this call could have been impactful for you. You're probably wondering why I think this opportunity is so special. It's because I've been through it. All right. I started at a 70% contract level 4 years ago now. You guys all started at 80, so you have it way easier than I did. I'm just kidding. They gave us a 10% bump along the way. I forgot when it was, maybe 2023. I started at a 70% contract level. I started producing. I was really, really bad at this. I was actually terrible. I made $2,000 my first month and spent 1,000 on leads. Made $2,000 my second month and spent 1,000 on leads. And I had a lot of bills. Okay. I had to get rid of some of those bills quick because I saw where the ship was going and it was sinking really fast. So I was really bad at this, guys, but nonetheless, I caught wind of this vision of service, and I caught wind of this vision of just like how special this opportunity was and what it could do for my family. The last 4 years has been extremely hard, but it's been extremely worth it. Okay. I wish everyone could just have my job for a couple days. And I know some of you are going to take it. So I'm saying that with like just knowing that there's people on this team that will run after that and we'll get to see it someday. But my job is incredibly sweet, guys. And I love being here. So, and I told Todd this last week on the team call. I would have started in this business with half the comp level. I would have started at a 30%. I would have. And I would have gone through the first 2 years of this business 5 times over again if I knew that what I have now was coming 2 years later. Okay. I would have gone through the first 2 years again 5 times in a row if I knew what was coming the next 2 years. I'll end you guys with this because I thought it was really funny. But one of our agents texted me earlier today and just how incredible this business is. He goes, I bought a 50-cent lead this morning just to kind of see, because he's not full-time yet. He's working in the restaurant. I don't think he's here today, so I won't call him out. But yeah, Charlie's here. Cool. I just saw you in the comments. He goes, I bought a 50-cent lead today just to try it out. Lady picked up on the first phone call and I booked an appointment for Wednesday. And my response back to him was, Charlie, you're from the liquor business, man. How much did it cost you to hang your sign on the building just to get a client to walk in? What an opportunity we have. 50 cents to get someone to walk in your business? Are you kidding me? How many people shopped around in your liquor store without taking a bottle with them, Charlie? I'm sure a lot of people came in and just looked. Okay. I've called a lot of leads who are just looking. What an incredible opportunity. Let's go serve some people, guys. Hope this touched you the way it's been touching my heart about last couple weeks thinking about it. Let's have a great day. Love y'all. I'm going to go hang out in the mountains for the rest of the day. See you guys. Be good.